Good morning, or whenever you're deciding to watch this video. I wanted to say, because I have clients who think this: mental health is not math. Mental health is not math. What I mean by that is that, and again, I might have been guilty of this as well, because my first degree was in engineering. And so I kind of approach things as a math problem, meaning that I'm going to get one specific answer. And that's not how mental health works. That's not how mental well-being works. It is a combination of things that will then help a person improve their overall mental well-being. Mental health is composed of, or the way that I approach mental health is from 4 different components. There's a biological component, there's a psychological component, there's a social component, and there's a spiritual component. Briefly, the biological component is consistent of just your biology. So for instance, some people may need medication, people may have a chemical imbalance, some people may have a vitamins imbalance or something like that. Not everybody will have that, but it's something that needs to be considered. The next one is social. So social, depending on who you're hanging around, whether or not they're healthy themselves from a mental standpoint. Some people thrive on drama. And if that is in your life, then that's going to have an impact on your mental health. The next one is psychological. And so again, this is about, how we think, how we approach life. Do we have hope, or are we optimistic? Are we pessimistic? What kind of way, what is our self-talk like? Do I talk to myself in a way that's not helpful, or do I kind of say always, woe is me? And then the last one is a spiritual component. And spiritual doesn't necessarily mean God, but it means God to me. But what I tell my clients is that your spiritual component has to be something that doesn't change. Sometimes I ask my clients, what grounds you? What grounds you? What kind of brings you back to center? And they'll say their family. And so when they tell me that, I'm like, wow. Because if you think about it, if your family is the one that grounds you, you could lose your family. And then what? Then you're kind of in a tailspin. If someone says it's their job, if you lose your job, then what? So I usually suggest to clients that they pick something that doesn't change. Music doesn't change. If music grounds you, that's great. Yoga, that doesn't change. Now you got to do these things. Nature, if you love nature, want to be in nature, nature doesn't change. I mean, there's different seasons, but nature will always be there. And so spiritual component has to be something that grounds you. And it's a combination of those 4 things: biological, psychological, social, and spiritual is the way that I approach mental health in terms of what are the things that people can use to strengthen their mental well-being. Below, I'm going to post a PDF of a document that kind of visualizes this. And what you can do is you can print that out and you can put in things in there that are specific to you. And if you have a counselor, that may be something that you discuss with your counselor. Again, this video is not meant to be a replacement for mental health professional help, but it is giving you something to think about. So hopefully that was helpful. Be well, and I'll catch you later.